What up, everyone? It's your boy Xmanny87 here, bringing you another 2022 collection update video. And what I have for you today is my Marvel Legends A-Force display. Before I get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up, like rating on the video. It'll help show your support for my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Now, with that said, apologize if I sound a little sleepy during the video. I just woke up from my Odin sleep. But definitely wanted to walk you through my Marvel Legends A-Force display. Some of these characters are not officially A-Force, like Riri Williams, for example. She's not A-Force, she's really Champions. But let's just title this A-Force / Women of Marvel. So, just to be fair. Anyway, let's start off with those on the shelf, and then we'll take a look at those that are up on the wall. So, on the left here, we have Tigra. And as you saw in my Avengers collection video, I have Tigra in my Avengers shelf with the alternate screaming hand and the open clawed hands out. So, I'm going to make use of my doubles and display them differently, because that's what I like to do, display my variants. Well, if there's variants or just other figures that have doubles of, that have like variant heads or swappable parts, I'll make use of that. Here is Black Cat. Hoping they give us a different version of Black Cat. Hopefully with the double jointed elbows, pinless, and hopefully she has, kind of like the same classic outfit she used to have, but with the white fur strips on the side of the arm sleeves and on her calves. But, no white boots or white gloves or anything. I think you guys know which one I'm talking about. Anyway, moving on, here is Black Widow. I think this is my 6th Black Widow on the shelf, because I have Gray Widow on S.H.I.E.L.D., Vintage Widow on my Avengers, White Widow and my Marvel Knights, and 2 MCU. So yeah, this is my 6th Black Widow on display. I love me some Black Widow. And this is the one from the Rider series that came with the bike. So got her here with the shorter hair. And I have Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. As you saw, she was in my Modern Avengers display, in my S.H.I.E.L.D. display. So I love this character. I really do. Are you guys enjoying the show, by the way? Kamala Khan? Let me know in the comments, It's definitely one of those coming-of-age stories, so I'm giving it time. But man, Iman Vellani, I think that's what her name is. She is freaking perfect as Kamala Khan. Like, definitely the perfect Marvel fangirl she's playing. So I do enjoy her character a lot. But yeah. Here is Riri Williams. And like I said, I know she's not A-Force. Or at least she's probably joined her A-Force right now. I gotta keep up with the current comics. And yeah, I'm not a big Riri Williams fan. But I will say this figure was one of my favorite figures last year. Just because I'm not a fan of the character doesn't mean the figure is whack or anything like that. I don't know why some people have that mentality in the hobby. If they're not into a character, the figure sucks for them, even if it's a great figure. That makes no sense. Two separate things. You should be able to separate your fandom from, calling it down the middle on the figure. But that's just me. I like to call things down the middle. But this is a great head sculpt. I love it. Again, I'm not that much of a Riri Williams fan to buy a second one and display with the, helmet on. Maybe if I set up a Champions display, I don't know. I'll see. But if I score for a great deal, then yeah. But man, I do love this figure. She came out freaking excellent. Here is Captain Marvel. And I apologize for any shaky cam, man. I just drank some soda with some caffeine to wake me up. So, yeah, if the camera is shaky, blame the caffeine. But as you saw, I have my Captain Marvel display in my Cosmic shelf with the mask on. Here's with the alternate head, unmasked. Gotta have her in the middle of my A-Force display with her and She-Hulk. So, definitely love this She-Hulk figure. I like this head sculpt too. I like the pose I got her on. And yeah, cool She-Hulk figure. Still waiting for a good you know, classic representation of her, and a Fantastic Four version too, because I want that on my shelf. I do have the San Diego Comic-Con version, though I just didn't put that in my Fantastic Four shelf this time around. It's just, the colors don't match, and I want something consistent. Speaking of Fantastic Four, here is Invisible Woman. And before I get on Invisible Woman, how do you guys feel about that She-Hulk TV series coming out? The CGI is definitely throwing me off. It's just a damn shame that they could give Hulk still that realistic looking CGI, but not her. And especially this, since she's the main character of the show, it makes no sense to me, man. At this point, I think it's just too late to fix that CGI. So let's just hope they fix it in the future. And yeah, going back to Fantastic Four, I have my powered up Invisible Woman on display. So I definitely wanted to show off the Invisible Woman all powered up. I was originally going to put this one in my main Fantastic Four display, but then I would have to put Johnny Storm, you know, Flamed On powered up as well. And I already did that for like so long. So I wanted to switch up and display my Fantastic Four with all matching costumes, you know, just to give you some of my thought process when going through displaying, because I am very, very thoughtful when it comes to displaying. I feel like you gotta be. Here is X-23 Wolverine, unmasked. She has the mask on in my Deadpool shelf. Here is Magic. And this is the San Diego Comic-Con version with the white pupiled eyes and the powered up sword. And as you saw in my secondary X-Men shelf, I have the Walgreens version with the strapped boots. As you can see, this version didn't have the strapped boots. So, yeah, gave her some power effects there with her sword. Here is a Jubilee, the bath. Anytime I have the opportunity to display different versions of figures, I will. And this was a great shelf for me to display this, you know, modern Jubilee. Well, not so modern anymore. So, yeah, this was like when she became a vampire and stuff like that. And then here I have Medusa. This is the Comic-Con exclusive version. So I have the Walgreens exclusive version on my Cosmic shelf. So as you can see, she is so hard to stand with those heels. So as you can see, I put a push pin right there in between her hair against the wall to keep her steady, because man, she was falling over so many times. Here is Domino, focus. So I have my Domino there. And here is Alison Blair, Dazzler. And I do love this pose from head to toe. And I really like those skates, man. I like how they really make it well balanced, so she could look like she's actually skating, you know, when you can get the right pose for her. So yeah, definitely like this Dazzler figure. I'm a fan of this Dazzler figure. Got Elsa Bloodstone right there. And here is Rogue from the Pyro 2-pack. Come on, focus. So got her there. And I don't know what's up with my camera. Come on, focus. Here is the Scarlet Witch from the Odin wave. And I remember when that Odin wave launched. Ooh, that was one of the best Marvel Legends wave at that time. Up to date for such a long time, because they were just recovering from the dark days of Hasbro. That's when pretty much it was officially over. The dark days of Hasbro was over. Anything after like 2014. So yeah, I got her with the Hex bolts there. And Lady Loki. I just got the vintage series one. Come on, come on, come on, focus. Man, she's not focusing. But yeah, as you can see, got the alternate hands with the fists. The Comic-Con exclusive didn't come with that. I got it pretty well balanced too. I wish you could see it if it focuses. But yeah, almost like on her tiptoe. And this is Angela. And you saw her in my Cosmic shelf, but got her in a different pose. And I got her displayed with her axe on my Cosmic shelf. She's displayed with her sword. I am so sorry this is not focusing, but yeah. Angela right there. This is such a beautiful figure, man. She was the fan vote, and she got my vote instantly. Another Lady Sif. And got her displayed with the sword out. My Cosmic Shelf display had her with the sword in her sheath. And here is Mystique turning into Rogue. So, again, I will take advantage of the bonus heads. You know me. Bobby Morse. You saw her in my shield display, Mockingbird. But only difference is that I took off the goggles. So, just to give it a, you know, some variety. Make it look different. So, I got her without the goggles there. Sharon Carter. I originally wasn't going to display Sharon Carter here. But, because, I mean, she has no alternate head or anything like that to make her look different. I found her at Ross for like $3 or $4. I'm like, oh man, how can I not? You know, that's such a steal. Hopefully they give us one with better articulation. This was just a reuse of that MCU Maria Hill. Because, you know, the heels, I would just like something on that Quake Maria Hill body. And just paint it white, man. Because that would be so much better in articulation. All right, we're going to look at the ladies up here on the wall. So let's start on this side. And we have Storm. I really like how I have Storm displayed here. Man, remember this Jubilee Build-A-Figure Bathwave, man? This was crazy. I remember how quick the price just went up because of the poor distribution. And I was lucky. I got this wave when it was, let me just turn around here. Sorry, got a lot of lights around me. And I remember that I got a great deal on their website when it was like buy one, get one half off or something like that. And I got this wave, and it was only a small wave, like 4 or 5 figures. Super cheap, dirt cheap. Good Lord, I did not know it was going to go for like $600 on the aftermarket in such a short time. As you can see, I have her hung up with a twisty tie on the back of her hair right there. Yeah, I love this Storm. I was contemplating on putting this one in my Avengers shelf, but I just love how she looks right here. Like, I gotta put a Wolverine on my Avengers shelf too. Just gotta, you know, it's gotta be the right costume. Ghost Spider, formerly known as Spider-Gwen. Here is, as you can see, mask on in my Spider-Verse shelf. She has a mask off. Anya Corazon, Spider-Girl. We got Jewel, Jessica Jones. There's a better look at Singularity. And then we have Wasp. Got the classic version of my Avengers shelf. So I do like this costume of Wasp. Nico Minoru. So I like this. If they ever come out with the Runaways, and I'll probably put the Runaways attire in my Midnight Suns Marvel Knights shelf. But yeah, if I could find her for a good deal, you know, maybe I'll get a double. And here is Stinger. So I do have one again in my Shield Modern Avengers display, and she has the wings off. Here is the Comic Rescue. In case some of you didn't know, the only Comic Rescue figure that came out was through the Marvel Unlimited Plus subscription exclusive, and they never re-released her since. So hopefully they can, you know, give us an updated one with the pinless elbows, pinless knees. As the ankle articulation sucks. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to have a rescue figure on my display. It's the only rescue figure they made. This one had double jointed elbows? Yeah, it did. Yeah. Holy crap, it did. It had double jointed elbows, but the ankle articulation sucks. There's no ankle pivot. So I really hope that, you know, we get a new Comic Rescue figure. And the head sculpt wasn't bad on this one. It was just weird that they would put it in a exclusive subscription like that. Normally it's for repaints, but that's the only one I can think of that was just a brand new figure of its own. First time in the line for Legends. Here is Spider-Woman Modern. She's in my Spider-Verse shelf, just without the glasses here. And here is Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. believe this was from the Thor wave. The other one I have in my cosmic shelf is the San Diego Comic-Con version. Just slightly, you know, just the only difference, like slight paint apps. And here is Monica Rambeau, Spectrum. Lastly, here is Phoenix in her green attire using one of the alternate heads from the Dark Phoenix 2-pack. And that head looks perfect as she is floating in air. And this is definitely one of Hasbro's best female head sculpts. Arguably, their best female head sculpt. So, yeah, I do dig that head sculpt a lot. And I really need an updated Phoenix so bad. Because look how those knees just warp easily. So we definitely need pinless knees so they don't warp, because those legs were terrible, man. Scrawny legs, definitely the double jointed elbows. Yeah, basically every female on this shelf that's not updated definitely needs an update. I am very happy with this shelf. It's just one of these shelves that at the time I was like, you know what, let me do this. It's something different. I had never seen anyone do it, and I did, and I gotta say I was very pleased with how it came out. So let me know what was your favorite part of this display. Also, let me know what female characters would you like to see next in the Legends line. I can think of Agent Brand, Crystal from the Inhumans, Shard, Nocturnal, Madeline Pryor, Titania, Feral, Magma, Clea, Deathbird, Moondragon, Silver Fox, Copycat, Armor, Stature, Ravana. Man, I could go on and on. So yeah, let me know. As always, leave a like. Follow me on Instagram at xmanny87. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next video. Peace, peace.